Okay, class. So we're going now to discuss Poisson distribution. Okay, so this is our last topic to tackle this semester. And this will be also included in your examination. Okay, so Poisson distribution is a discrete probability distribution which is useful when our n or our sample is large and our probability of success is small. So kapag daw meron tayong slim chance of success and if we have a large value of data set, we can now use the Poisson distribution. Okay? And also, when the independent variables occur over a period of time, this is now called the Poisson distribution. Okay? Since our sample or our n is very large and our chances very slim, we can now convert our value, our data a into an independent variable over a period of time. Okay, so with that, for our Poisson experiment, here are the requirements. Okay, so first, the random variable x is the number of occurrences of an event over some interval. Okay, and those interval can be in terms of length, in terms of area, in terms of volume, in terms of time, and etc. Okay, so pwede siya maging per unit time, per unit meter, per unit meter square, per, per unit meter cube, and so on. No? Number two, the occurrences occur randomly. Okay? Random siya, hindi siya specific, no? Hindi siya targeted. It is random. Number three, the occurrences are independent of one another. And lastly, the average number of occurrences over an interval is known. Okay? By this, we are dealing here with the per unit, no? Per unit measurement. Again, per unit time, per unit volume, per unit length, no? So with that, our formula is the probability of x in terms of lambda is equal to e raised to negative lambda times lambda raised to x all over x factorial. So with that, ano ba value natin for our e, no? So kung natin calculator natin, alpha e. So ang e natin is equal to 2.718 to 8 1 and so on and so forth na. Okay? Or you can simply use yung e dun sa ating calculator, no? So, ang hinahanap na lang natin dito is the lambda and our random variable x. Okay? So, para mas malaman natin kung paano ginagamit yung formula for the Poisson distribution, we have here 5 examples. So, simulan natin dito. Okay, example number 1 tayo. Okay, example number 1. So, if there are 200 typographical errors randomly distributed in a 500-page manuscript, find the probability that a given page contains exactly 3 errors. Okay, ano ulit ang Poisson distribution? The Poisson distribution can be used if our n sample or our n is large, okay? And if our probability of success is very slim. Yeah? So with that, ang formula natin again for the Poisson distribution is P x semicolon lambda is equal to e raised to negative lambda times lambda raised to x all over x factorial. Okay? So first, we need to figure out ano yung lambda. Ano muna yung lambda? Yung lambda dyan, yung tinutukoy natin dito sa Poisson distribution na per unit measure. Okay? So with that, our lambda here is equal to what? No? Ang sabi sa problem natin, if there are 200 typographical errors randomly distributed in a 500-page manuscript. Okay? 500-page manuscript daw. So, ibig sabihin, ang kabuuan na paper natin or ang kabuuang pages ng ating, say for example, libro siya, is 500 pages. And out of those 500 pages, meron daw 200 na typographical errors. So with that, we can have our lambda as 200 all over 500. Okay? So that will be 200 all over 500. So what is 200 divided by 500? Okay. So that will be 2 over 5 or 0.4. Okay? So this will be the value of our lambda. Okay? Ano yung 0.4 na yan? 0.4 errors. Okay? Errors per page. Sabihin daw, kada isang page, meron kang 0.4 na errors or typographical errors. Okay, yan yung sinasabi natin na we need to convert our large value of dataset into a per unit measurement. In this case, 200 daw yung errors, 500 yung page ng manuscript. So therefore, per page, meron daw 0.4 errors. Okay, so that is our lambda. So ano ngayon yung value ng ating x? So what is our x? Okay? Ang x natin dito is ito, no? Yung 3 errors. Ito yung hinahanap natin. Find the probability that a given page contains exactly 3 errors. So therefore, sabi dito, exactly 3 errors. So therefore, ang x natin is equal to 3. Again, exactly 3 errors. Kung at most 3 errors, so that will be x x greater than or equal to 3, no? So, yun yan, no? So, therefore, plug in na lang natin yung mga values na to into our formula. So, we have here P, and yung x natin, that will be our, that will be 3 semicolon 0.4 is equal to E raised to lambda. Our lambda is negative 0.4 multiplied by lambda raised to x, which is 3, all over x factorial, so which is 3 factorial. Okay? And that will be an approximate solution. Okay? So that will be E raised to negative 0.4 multiplied by 0.4 raised to 3 all over 3 factorial. Okay? That is approximately 0.00715. Okay? So, this is the chances na sinasabi natin sa Poisson distribution na yung probability of success natin or the probability of uh, having exactly 3 errors in the given pages is very slim. Ito, no? Kung per percentage natin yan, that will be 0.7. Okay? 0.07. 0.7. No? Okay? 0.7%. Okay? So, that would be the slim chances na magkaroon ka ng errors na exactly 3 sa isang page. Okay? So, this suffice our definition of the Poisson distribution na sinasabi na large yung value or large yung dataset natin, convert natin into per unit measure, and then if we calculate the probability, we are going to have a slim chance or a small value of P. Okay? So, ito yun, no? So, that is example number 1. Punta kayo tayo sa example number 2. Okay? A sales firm receives on average 3 calls per hour on its toll-free number. For any given hour, find the probability that it will receive the following. Number 1, letter A, at most 3 calls. Letter B, at least 3 calls. And letter C, 5 or more calls. Okay? Dito muna tayo sa at most 3 calls. No? So, letter A tayo. At most 3 calls. Okay, mathematically, we can express at most 3 calls as x less than or equal to 3. Okay? So, yun din yung nahanap natin. No? At most 3 calls. So, kasama dyan yung 0, 1, 2, and 3. Okay? Pero, hanapin muna natin daw yung ating lambda. Okay? Ang kinaganda dito, sa problem natin, binigay na ngayon yung lambda. Ang sabi, a sales firm receives on average 3 calls per hour. Ito na yan. This will be our lambda. Okay? So, therefore, our lambda sa ating problem na to is equal to 3 calls per hour. Okay? So, ano ulit yung formula natin? Okay, so we are getting here the probability, okay, of x at most 3 calls, and our lambda is 3. Okay, so equal ito sa probability of getting 0, then 3 plus probability of 1 and 3 plus the probability of 2 and 3 and the probability of 3 and 3. Okay? So, isa-isahin na natin ngayon to. Itong 4 na to, no? So, first, the probability of 0 in 3 calls per hour. Okay? Again, the formula is Px lambda is equal to e raised to negative lambda times lambda raised to x all over x factorial. Okay? So that will be e raised to negative lambda. Lambda natin dito is 3 times 3 raised to 0 all over 0 factorial. Okay? Using your calculator, we can compute. So that will be e raised to negative 3 times 3 raised to 0 all over 0 factorial. Okay? And that will be approximately 0.04979. Okay? So next, the probability na x is 1 at 3 calls per hour. Okay? So that will be e raised to negative 3. Lagyan ko lang yung space. Times lambda raised to 1 all over 1 factorial. Okay? So, gawa na ako ng equation dito. No? So, that will be e raised to, constant naman yung lambda, times, constant again si lambda, raised to x ang random variable natin. X factorial. So, calc 1. Okay. So, this will be approximately 0.14936. Next, for p at x is 2. So, that will be e raised to negative 3 times 3 raised to 2 all over 2 factorial. Okay. Calc 2 is approximately 0.22404. And lastly, probability of 3. So that will be e raised to negative 3 times 3 raised to 3 all over 3 factorial. That is also approximately equal to 0.2240. Okay? With that, we can now calculate the probability of having x less than or equal to 3. Okay? So, ang kailangan lang natin is to sum up. Okay? Itong na-compute natin ng mga probabilities, yung for x is 0, x is 1, x is 2, and x is 3. So, summing this up, that will be (0.04979) plus 0.14936, 22404, 22404. Okay. So the probability of x less than or equal to 3 at 3 calls per hour is equal to 0.64 723. Okay. So this is now our answer for letter A. Next, letter B. Sabi sa letter B, at least 3 calls. Okay? Sa letter B daw, at least 3 calls. Mathematically, we can express this as x greater than or equal to 3. Okay? So now, gawa tayong working equation natin. So, ilan ang sample natin dito? Based sa problem, okay, wala naman sinabi, no? So, that will suffice us na madami. Okay? Madami yung calls na nare-receive nila on average in a day. Okay? So, that's why we can have this one. So, pwede kasi ito x greater than equal to 3. That will be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and so on, no? So, to get the probability of having greater than or equal to 3, so we can have this as follows. Ang lambda natin is still 3 volts per hour. So, pwede natin kunin ngayon dito yung reciprocal niya, which is 1 minus the probability of x less than or equal to 2. In which this case, no, ang kukunin natin is from 0 to 2. Tama? Okay. Kung natin si 0 pupunta sa 2. Bakit hanggang kay 2 lang? Ba't hindi kasama si 3? Kasi sa at least 3 calls, greater than or equal to 3, kasama yung 3. In which this case, para makuha natin yung reciprocal niya, dito sa 1 minus px less than equal to 2, huwag natin isama yung 3. Okay? So, we can have this as 1 minus the probability 0, 3 plus the probability of 1, 3 and the probability of 2, 3. Okay? So, since nandito na rin ako, copy na lang natin yung probability of 0, 1, and 2. Let's copy this thing. Okay. So, these are the probabilities na kailangan natin to get the probability of x greater than equal to 3. So, those are the probability of 0, probability of 1, and probability of 2. Again, in terms of 3 calls per hour. Okay? So, punin muna natin yung total neto. So, if we get the total of this one, ito ay the probability of x less than or equal to 2 in terms of trickles per hour. Okay? So, ang total niyan ay, natin calculate natin. So, that will be 0.04979 plus 0.14936, 0.2240. So, that will be 0.42319. Okay? Again, that is the probability of x less than or equal to 2 in terms of trickles per hour. Ang kailangan natin, at least 3, or the probability of x greater than or equal to 3 in terms of trickles per hour. Okay? So with that, kunin natin yung reciprocal niya ngayon of 3 in terms of trickles. So that will be 1 minus the probability of x less than or equal to 2. So na-compute natin yan as 0.42319. Okay? So let's calculate. That will be 1 minus 0.42319. And the answer will be 0.57681. Okay? Then last ay the probability of 5 or more coils. Okay, so, tama ba? 5 or more? Yeah, 5 or more coils. Okay. Letter C. 5 or more coils. So in mathematical, that will be x greater than or equal to 5. Okay? So, pwede natin kunin yung concept nitong at most, no? Or at least 3 calls. Okay? So, since madami yung magiging population natin, kunin na lang natin yung reciprocal. So, that will be the probability of x greater than or equal to 5 in terms of 3 calls per hour is equal to 1 minus the probability of having x less than or equal to 4. Okay? Hindi kasama yung 5 kasi dapat x or greater than or equal to 5 kasama yung 5. O dito, sa reciprocal, hindi kasama yung 5. Okay? In terms of 3 calls per hour. Okay? So, that will be the probability of the following. 0 plus the probability of 1 plus the probability of 2 plus the probability of 3 and the probability of 4. Okay? So, you just need to compute for those probabilities, no? So, kunin ko lang to since same na din ang makukuha natin. Lasso. Oops, sorry. Okay, may kulang pa tayong isa. So, the probability of, okay, so kung natin probability of 4 in terms of 3 units per, 3 calls per hour. So, that will be e raised to negative 3 times 3 raised to 4 all over 4 factorial. So, that will be approximately equal to, so that will be e raised to negative 3 times 3 raised to 4 all over 4 factorial. Okay? Oops, sorry. So that will be 0.16803. Okay? Sum up lang muna natin to. Again, ang makukuha natin dito will be the probability of having x less than or equal to 4 in terms of 3 calls per hour. Okay? So that will be 0.04979 plus 0.1493604. Then we have 0.1680. And that will be 0.81526. So, hindi pa yun yung final answer natin. Ang final answer natin is the probability of having 5 or more or greater than or equal to 5. Reciprocal, 1 minus 0.81526. And that will be equal to 0.18474. So, how can we conclude yung events ABC? Yung A natin at most 3 calls, which is almost 65%. Letter B, yung B event natin is at least 3 calls or greater than equal to 3, which is 58%. And yung 5 or more calls natin is almost 18%. No? So, how do we conclude that one? No? So, for these events na dinescribe sa atin ng problem, okay, yung part A na event, which is at most 3 calls, is more likely to occur. Okay? Possible daw, mas mag-occur daw yung A. Okay? Ito. Because of the chances na mas malaking chances niya compared dun sa tatlo. Okay? Magkakaroon daw ng 65% chance na magkaroon at most 3 calls sa araw na yon. Okay? And yung part C natin, which is yung 5 or more calls, less likely to occur. Okay? So, that's how we can conclude yung ating problem. Again, mas mag-occur daw yung at most 3 calls, which is x less than or equal to 3, meron na tatlo, dalawa, isa, or walang tumawag for any given hour, compared sa may tumawag na greater than or equal to 5. Okay? Which is 18% lang. Okay? So, that is our example number 2. Okay, example number 3. So, yan, no? So, did you know also that Poisson distribution can also be okay. So Poisson distribution can also be used to approximate the binomial distribution. Yes, tama po yan ha. We can approximate the binomial distribution. Again, if only that our lambda when our n, okay, or the number of sample multiplied by the probability of success is less than 5. Again, if our n or our n sample multiplied by the probability of success is less than 5, we can therefore approximate the binomial distribution. Okay? So let's have example number 3. If approximately 2% of the people in a room of 200 people are left-handed, find the probability that exactly 5 people there are left-handed. Okay? So let's find first our given. Yung n natin dito is equal to 5. Okay? 5 yung random sample na hinahanap sa atin. Okay? And the probability of success, which in this case, sa example natin, is 0.02. Okay? You can now compute this using the binomial distribution method. Okay? But dito, computin natin siya using the Poisson distribution. Okay? Let's first calculate our lambda. How do we get our lambda? Kapag binigyan na kayo ng n sample at ng probability of success, you just need to multiply n times the p. Okay? In which this case, that will be yung n natin dito will be the 200 pala, sorry. That will be 200. I stand corrected. Ang n natin dito is 200. Ito yung kabuuang sample sa isang kwarto, sa room natin, no? Which are left-handed. Okay? Ang x pala natin dito will be 5. Okay? So, sulat natin, our x here is 5. Again, our sample is 200. Okay, 200 people. So, our lambda will be 200 multiplied by the probability of success na 0.02. Kasi kinukuha nga natin yung 2% of the people ay left-handed, no? And that will be equal to, calculator, that will be 200 times 0.02. Okay, 4. Okay, 4. So, this is less than 5. So, therefore, we can approximate the binomial distribution. Okay? So, that will be, using the Poisson distribution, ang x natin is 5 and our lambda is 4. that will be e raised to negative lambda, which is 4, times lambda raised to x all over x factorial. Okay, using our calculator, so that would be e raised to negative 4 times 4 raised to 5 all over 5 factorial. Okay, and that will be approximately equal to 0.15629. Okay, so that is our approximate solution using the Poisson distribution. Now, let's use the binomial distribution. Okay, using the binomial distribution. Okay, ano ulit yung binomial distribution? So that will be P of x is equal to NCX times the probability of success raised to x times the probability of failure raised to n minus x. Okay. So, hinahanap sa atin is the probability of x. Yung x natin, dito sa problem is 5. Is equal to n. Ito pa rin gagamitin natin na n, which is 200. C, yung x natin is 5. Multiply by the probability of success, in which this case is 0.02, raised to x, which is 5, times q. Ano q natin dito? That will be 0.98 or 1 minus 0.02 raised to n, which is 200 minus x, which is 5. Okay? And that will be approximately equal to 200 C 5 times 0.02 raised to 5 times 1 minus 0.02 is 0.98 raised to 200 minus 5. Okay, and that will be approximately equal to 0.15788. So as you can see, hindi naman nagkakalayo yung sagot ng dalawa, no? Isang 15629 at isang 15788. Okay? Again, if we use the binomial distribution, if we use the Poisson distribution with our lambda less than 5, yung sagot natin is also the approximation of the binomial distribution. Okay? So, sasabihin naman sa problem kung use binomial distribution, use Poisson distribution. Kung walang sinabi, use anything and I will check yung mismong solutions mo. Okay? So, next example. Okay? Example number 4. Okay, example number 4. During a laboratory experiment, the average number of radioactive particles passing through a counter in 1 millisecond is 4. What is the probability that 6 particles enter the counter in a given millisecond? Okay, dito naman, ang ating given is in per unit time. Okay? So, determine natin muna yung ating mga given. So, what is our lambda here? Based sa problem, okay, during a laboratory experiment, the average number of radioactive particles passing through a counter in 1 millisecond is 4. Apat daw yung pumapasok sa counter natin kada 1 millisecond. So therefore, our lambda here is equal to 4. Hindi 1 ha. So that will be 4 particles per millisecond. Okay? Then our x here is equal to 6. Okay? Alright. So, sir, but dito, pwede ba natin gamitin dito yung binomial distribution? In this case, somewhat, kung kaya nyo mag-experiment pa, no, you can find the n, and so on and so forth. No? But, when it comes to this problem, no, hindi natin pwede gamitin si binomial distribution. Since ang naging given na sa atin is the lambda and the x value. No? So, straight Poisson distribution lang to. X lambda. Okay? Oh, sorry. Lagyan natin yung value ng x natin dito is 6 and lambda is 4. So that will be e raised to negative lambda, which is 4, times lambda 4 raised to x all over x factorial or 6 factorial. So that will be approximately equal to e raised to negative 4 times 4 raised to 6 all over 6 factorial. Okay, so that will be approximately 0.10420. Okay, then for our last example, example number 5. So 10 is the average number of oil tankers arriving each day at a certain point. Okay. The facilities at the port can handle at most 15 tankers per day. Okay, 15 tankers per day. What is the probability that on a given day, tankers have to be turned away? Okay. So what is our lambda here? Ang lambda natin dito, ang sabi sa problem, 10 is, ito yung magic word, no? Hindi mo magic word, para keyword. Average number. 10 is the average number of oil tankers arriving each day. So, 10 oil tankers per day daw ang pumapasok. So, therefore, 10 ang lambda na. Okay? The facilities of the port can handle at most 15 tankers per day. Okay, so therefore, ang hinahanap sa atin dito is the probability of at most 15 tankers per day. Ang hinahanap pala sa atin dito have to be turned away. What is the probability that on a given day, sa isang given day daw natin, tankers have to be turned away? kailan natin ito turn away yung mga tankers? Sabi, sa isang facility or sa port daw natin, ang kaya lang daw i-handle is 15 tankers per day. Okay? Mathematically, we can write this as x less than or equal to 15. Yan lang daw yung kayang i-handle ng port natin. X less than equal to 15 sa loob ng isang araw. Okay, either 14 ang dumating, isa lang ang dumating, kaya pa rin i-handle ng port natin. Pero ang maximum na natin is 15 tankers per day. So sa question natin, ano daw o ilan daw ang probability na mga ito-turn away natin? Ibig sabihin, hindi natin tatanggapin sa ating port. Okay? Again, ang kaya lang i-handle natin is 15 per day. Okay? So, in a given day, kapag umabot ka ngayon ng 16, hindi natin kayang tanggapin na. 17, 18, 19 na dumating, hindi natin kayang tanggapin yung mga tankers na yun sa ating port kasi ang maximum natin sa port per day is 15 tankers. So, therefore, based sa problem, ang hinahanap sa atin is yung turn away. Hindi hinahanap itong x less than equal to 15. Okay, ang hinahanap sa atin is x greater than 15. Okay? So, dito ba sa probability na to kasama si 15? Of course not. Kasi pag yung 15, pag yung x natin is equal to 15, kaya pa siyang i-carry nung ating port. Hindi pa siya ito-turn away. Hindi pa siya pagtatahabuyan. No? Hindi pa siya hindi tatanggapin. Okay? So, therefore, hindi natin dapat isama sa kukuhanin natin na probability yung 15. But, infinitely, continuously, hindi naman natin masosolve yung x greater than 15 kasi walang given na walang given na parang limit or range natin. 15, yun lang. Okay? So, what we can do is we get the reciprocal, which is 1 minus the probability of 15, at most 15 tankers per day, x less than or equal to 15. Ito, kaya natin isolve to. Kasi from 0, matatanggap natin, 1, matatanggap natin, 2, 3, 4, 5, hanggang makarating tayo sa 15 tankers per day, kaya pa rin natin tanggapin at kaya natin kuhanin yung probability na yun in a given day. Okay? So, medyo mahaba to, no? So, you can do this naman, no? In your own. So, still, ang lambda natin is 10. Okay? I-rewrite ko lang. Lambda is 10. Okay? So, that will be 1 minus, okay, kapag sinolve mo yung lahat, so that will be 0.9513. And the probability is approximately equal to 0.0487. So, very slim lang naman din yung chance na may turn away tayo na tanker on a given day. Okay? So, that is 4.8 or at most na 5% ang chance na meron tayong tanker na i-turn away o hindi tanggapin sa ating port. Okay? So, that is the Poisson distribution. Ang pinaka-goal nila dito is hanapin yung lambda, which is the per unit measurement natin. And then, hanapin yung x value or the random variable and use the formula which is yan. e raised to negative lambda times lambda raised to x all over x factorial. So as I mentioned during our discussion, no, this is just a formula, mostly formula based lang to, no? So you just need to logically think of the problem. Paano ba natin isosolve to? Say for example, ito, sa example 1, no, ang pinaka-given sa dito is the raw data. How can you get the lambda? Okay? Ito, sa example number 1, pwede ba natin makuha dito yung approximation ng binomial distribution? Our lambda here is 0.4, right? Which is less than 5. So, yes, we can use binomial distribution. Iba lang yung magiging sagot. Okay? And that's it. There are also some other topics like the hypergeometric distribution and the geometric distribution. So, hindi naman siya kasama na sa exam natin, pero I'll try na i-give o ibigay din yung video, recorded video about those topic, hypergeometric and the geometric distribution. So again, that's it for Poisson distribution, and hope to see you soon. God bless.